First and foremost, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the name of who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahawashi is the name of who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kwadash means holy. And that's all in the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today's lesson, I wanted to go into how these gods of the other nations, right, are going to let you down. Okay, the gods of the other nations are going to let you down, right? And this video is more aimed at Israel, right? These videos are all aimed at Israel, right? But only the elect of the nation of Israel, right? So those elect out there, right, that know what's going on and are still lukewarm, right, half in the truth, half in out, okay? You just got to know that the gods of this world are going to let you down, okay? Because what these nations call gods, right, they're nothing but wood and stone, right? That's part of the curses that we went under, is that we're going to be scattered throughout all four corners of the earth, right, to serve gods that were made out of wood and stone, that have no power, right? Because there's only one true living God, and that is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. Right? And this coming destruction that we're going to go into, right, he is the only one that's going to be able to save us. Those names are the only only names that we're going to be able to call upon and receive help. Okay, because I was watching that movie 2012, right? Pretty much goes into an apocalyptic scenario, or pretty much volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, right? 2012, a fire movie, right? I haven't seen it. I don't know how I missed that movie, right, in my entire lifetime, but hey, Spirit was on me to watch it today, and I realized, right, that's what inspired this video, is when all these things were going down, right, here it is, you had all the Jewish people, right, praying down with their little small black hats, looking at Caesar Borgia, right, Jesus Christ, how they painted him out to be, right, they're all praying, sitting down, kneeling, praying, and out of nowhere, they got crushed, right, the temple they were in collapsed on top of them. The same thing, right, you had another scenario, it was all these Italians, and they're the same thing, man, doing the little Jesus piece, right, the cross, right, up, down, left, right, you know how they do it, okay, and next thing you know, their building came collapsing towards all of them, and they all got rolled down and destroyed. Same thing, hey, throughout the entire movie, it was showing you that, right, these forces, okay, they don't regard you, right, these forces, they don't regard you, and who sends the forces? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, right, and if you're not under his will, right, doing the right thing, under his good graces, right, you're going to be like one of these people out here serving Buddha, okay, out here serving the Hindu god, Shiva, out here serving Jesus Christ, out here serving whatever god you have, right? If it's not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, you're going to get destroyed, right? Because, hey, let's read it. This is Psalms chapter 96 and verse 4. It says, "For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens." Right? There's only one creator. There can't be multiple creators at one time. Right? That's just contrary to logic. Right? There only has to be one that created everything. And that one creator is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Right? Not Jesus Christ. Right? That's not even his name. And as it says, let's get that in Acts chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved." Okay, so right there it tells you, man, right? No other God, no other name, right, is going to save you in this time, man. And these times we're coming into, Jacob's trouble. No God, no Buddha, no Allah. It's all going to let you down, right? These people are going to have a rude awakening when they're out here bowing down to Allah, right? And they get murked, right? But yeah, that's a scary thing, man. That's a scary thing, right? Knowing that this scripture right here tells you, right? You got to be calling upon the right name. The name's not Jesus, okay? Just breaking that down, right? The letter J wasn't invented till the 1500s by a man named John Trissino, right? So what were they calling Yahawashi, the Messiah, 2,000 years ago? Couldn't be Jesus, right? Go 2,000 years ago when he was back then, right? And try calling on Jesus, right? We're gonna see who's gonna answer you, right? No one's gonna answer you because that was not a name known, right? That's a made up name, and ultimately goes back to the Latin, the Greek, okay? The Messiah, he was a Hebrew man, right? He was a Hebrew man. It says that in Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14, right? He came from the tribe of Judah. So what does that mean? It means that he had a Hebrew name, right? And that's his true name, as it says here. There's none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And that name is Yahweh Shai, right? Not Jesus, Yahweh Shai, right? So if you're calling upon any other name, you're going to get destroyed, right? And you're ultimately through, right? You've been deceived. You've been blinded to the truth because not everybody is supposed to get this. And let's get this account, right? Going into the gods of these nations and what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai says about them, right? This chapter pretty much goes into it, but I'm gonna just start at verse 13. It says, "For this man that of earthly matter maketh brittle vessels and graven images, knoweth himself to offend above all others, and all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish, and are most miserable than very babes. For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go. For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a god like unto himself," right? Because, let's keep reading. It says, "For being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he worshipeth, whereas he lived once, but they never." Right, so right there it tells you that, hey, you are more of a, you are a better creation than the thing you created, right? You're more sophisticated. You actually have a spirit, right? And here you are, you're bowing down to something that is of lesser stature than you, right? Of lesser importance. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is ultimately looking at you, and he refers to you as a babe, right? A little baby, a fool, okay? Because that's a foolish thing to do, right? Might as well just honor yourself, right? That's better than honoring one of these gods out here, right, that have been made with man's hands, okay? But ultimately, we're only supposed to honor Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But like I said, these people, they're going to have a rude awakening when they find out that, hey, they're going to find out a lot of things, that their gods are not going to help them, that Yahweh Shai, right, the Messiah, his name's not Jesus, his name's Yahweh Shai. When he comes back, they're going to realize, oh shit, he's a Negro, right? He looks like a black man. Right? When they see the angels and that they look like black men also, they're going to be shocked. And there's so many things that the world has been deceived by, that these people are in for a rude awakening. And that's why it says that, hey, don't let that day catch you lacking, right? Catch you unaware, right? Be constantly on point, okay, on the lookout, right? He says that he set up watchmen over the house of Israel to constantly blow that trumpet, right? Look at the times and redeem them, because the days are evil. And that's what we've been doing through the Spirit. We've been bringing out this information day in and day out about the truth of the Bible, right, and the prophecies that are being played out in front of us. Okay, just like that movie I watched, 2012, right? Majority of those things are going to happen, man. We're going to start seeing California, right? San Andreas Fault just completely shift, right? Destruction, massive earthquakes out of things we can't even imagine, right? Tectonic plates shifting, volcanoes erupting. We're going to see these things. Okay, when these things happen, okay, these people are going to be ultimately, they're completely lost. They're going to go and bow down and worship their little Jesus piece, right, which has no power, okay? And also in that movie, it was funny because you had this man, right? You pretty much likened him to the prophets, right? This man, I think his name was Charlie, right? He had his own podcast or radio station, and he was seeing everything before anything went down, right? Because the movie is based off the 2012 Mayan prediction of the world ending. Okay, and this guy Charlie, he knew what was going on since the beginning. He said, the world's about to end, man. Right, the world is about to end. And Charlie, right, was telling the other main character in the story, I forgot his name, but Charlie was telling the guy that the world's about to end and the elite, or these people, they're going to board on ships, right? They're going to board on ships. They're going to save themselves. Right? And when Charlie told the guy that thing, right, he pretty much, the guy scoffed at him. He's like, yeah, give me another beer. I got to go. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get on 2-3 ships also. I just scoffing when he heard that. Okay, but that's the same exact thing they do to the prophets today. Right? We tell them what's coming in the future, right, what they need to do to get correct. We tell them the UFOs, right, the so-called angels, the vehicles of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right, once they hear that, hey, they start scoffing, okay, because they can't see it right now. They've been blinded, right? They don't even look into the scriptures themselves to try to validify it, right? Because there's actually this guy, I forgot his name, but his whole purpose, he said, I'm going to make a book proving, right, that the so-called UFOs are not angels, okay? And this man went on doing his research, right, looking through the Bible, looking at secular history about those vehicles. And in the midst of making that book, he's like, yeah, man, all the information I've gathered, I realized that these are actually the vehicles of the angels, man. Right, looking to say that it wasn't what they were saying it to be, he found out that it was the truth, right? Because it was so undeniable, so concrete that looking into the information, right, he himself got persuaded. And that's what I tell everybody that hears this message, that, hey, don't believe me. Go in the scriptures, go in, do history, go look into history, right? Chew the meat and spit out the bones, and you tell me what you find. Try to find what I'm telling you to be false. Okay, I'll pay you money if you can do it. And you're going to realize that everything the prophets have been saying has been the truth, right? And you're going to be in a sore case, right, when you realize that the prophets were right all along. Like in the movie, right, in the beginning of the movie, you had the Christians on the streets, right, with the brown signs saying, the end is near, repent. And at the end of the movie, the guy said, wow, I can't believe, he said, wow, I can't believe those people in the streets were right, man. Like, can you believe that those people in the streets were right the entire time? Right, but it just shows you that these people, they're meant to scoff. They're meant to not believe. They're meant to come against you, right, and that's also written. But let's get monthly prognosticators. Let's get that. It's Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 12. It says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Right? So let all these gods that you have, right? Let them come and save you. Let Allah, let Buddha, let Jesus Christ, right? The Hindu god Shiva, right? Let all those gods come and save you. Let left-hand side Satan, right, who these people love, worship you to, let him come and save you, right? Let's see what it says about them. Verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They should not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. Right? Going into how all these other gods you have, all these beliefs you have, they are not going to save you in this coming destruction. Right? Only Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to be able to save you. Those names and that power source, that's the only thing that's going to be able to save you. The one true living God. So these people are in for a rude awakening. In that movie, it showed me, man. It showed me that things are going to get difficult. Right? In movies like that, right, they truly put the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in you, because you realize that without him in these times that we're coming into, we're going to be absolutely through. Okay? We would be through out here if we don't have him. So it shows you that this is not about our own accord, right? Every single day we should be fully devoted, right, to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Because soon to come, all the work that we're doing, okay, it is going to benefit. We're going to see the fruits of our labor in full effect. Because right now, sometimes we may get weak. We might be like, damn, right? It becomes a habit. It becomes our life of what we're doing, preaching. All right, going out there day in and day out, week in and week out, making videos. Right, it just becomes second nature that we forget that destruction is coming, man. Destruction is coming, in that there's gonna be a time where we're not gonna be out there preaching. We're gonna be out here moving on pure faith. We're gonna be out here moving on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai guiding us, right? Performing miracles. That people are gonna look at us, and they're gonna. That's why it says Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1, 7 women shall take hold of one man, right? Because everybody's gonna realize that these men over here, nothing is touching them. How are they so secure? How do they have food? How do they have water? Okay. And ultimately that was prophesied to happen. It says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, it says, in that day my servants shall eat and rejoice. But these people, they're going to be sorrowful, right? They're going to have misery. Okay, they're going to be trodden down. So it shows you that this is not about our own accords, man. All these carnal ways these people had, trying to build an ark, trying to pray to these other gods. These other gods are not going to save you. Only Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is able to do that. So hopefully this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Hey, go watch that movie 2012 on Netflix, and it'll show you, man. Show you everything I'm talking about. But look at it with the spiritual lens, and really internalize that everything you saw in that movie, right, is bound to happen. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory one more time to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.